back into your story a little bit more. You went to jail for the first time around 12. How long was that for? And then,
Uh, I got out. I did a couple of days and got out.
okay, so it was
Stayed
just
out 2 weeks and went right
a
back.
quick experience. Did you learn anything from that? First one, you were like, this is
I learned that it didn't bother me.
fair enough. Okay.
I learned that it didn't bother me. You know, some people, I became institutionalized from day one.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, it's harsh to say, but I call a ball, strike a strike. It is what it is, and that's what it was. When I went to jail, it didn't bother me. You know, it was like, hey, all these other people in here from different gangs and different places in LA. I'm like, shoot, man, I'm meeting new friends and just having a ball. You know, so
Right.
when you talk about you're going back, my mom would tell me you're going back. So
That's real.
it make me no difference.
How would you define institutionalized to the people?
Basically, when you get to the point to where prison doing time does not bother you, you don't care about going back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just institutionalized.
Okay.
You can go back and just fit in and just have a ball.
That's real. Okay. I mean, did you ever consider like any career paths that you wanted to do? I know obviously you're on YouTube and stuff like that now, but like back in the day, were you considering anything else or were you just strictly in the streets?
In the streets. Only thing mattered to me was Avalon Crip. I didn't care about nothing else. And that's that.
That's real.
That's it.
And then you ended up moving from LA to Alabama when you went to prison again, right?
No, I went to got out of prison and went to Alabama to rob a jewelry store
Okay.
and got caught. And
How-
did 23 years in Alabama. When I got out, I just went on state in Alabama.
What made you like choose Alabama and go like across the US? Because that's a far distance from LA.
Yeah, I didn't choose it. The people that I was robbing with chose it. You know, California got a 3-strike law.
Mm.
So everybody on the crew had been to prison 2 or more times. At that time, I'd been to prison 5 times. And so the thing was, we don't want to get caught in California because we all gonna get life and never come home. So what we did, we would just go to other states and rob jewelry stores, different places, because we like, okay, at least if we get caught in another state,
Yeah.
we got action at coming home again, like me.
Right. Okay. So did you end up getting caught in Alabama or?
I did 23 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I seen on like Reddit, there's some photos of you look as big as fuck, look as swole as hell.
Okay,
How
what
it
it
all
was,
happened and like from your perspective, all that.
when we went, it went bad. It was all bad from day one. It took us 3 different times to even make it there. So
Yeah.
that was a warning sign right then. Don't go. But you know, one of my baby mamas was pregnant, and I had to make sure. You know, I had money because I'd been doing other stuff, but I wanted to get more money to make sure she was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So I was telling, you know, I've been telling her, well, look, I'm finna go hit this last lick in Alabama. When I come back, I'm gonna break you off because my wife at the time, she wanted to move away from LA because she figured I was gonna go back to prison or I was gonna get killed because of the way I was gang banging. So we decided we was gonna move to Vegas. And when we went to Alabama, never made it back because the jewelry store we were supposed to hit, we couldn't find it. So I got mad and said, man, look, find any jewelry store. We finna hit any jewelry store. It don't make me no difference.
Mm.
And that's what we did. And it messed up. We went into an area in Alabama that was real high class.
Oh, okay.
Real uppity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real, you know what I'm saying? The cheapest house is $1 million.
And you're in the South too. So.
In the South. You know what I'm saying? So we were standing out and no blacks lived in this area, period. If they was over there because they was the trash man. And we weren't the trash man. And we stood out like a sore thumb and didn't realize it. And when we jumped out the car and ran in the jewelry store, a lady standing across the street seen us and she knew what it was. She hit her alarm, threw the timing off, all that. When we came out of the jewelry store, the police was coming in.
They were right there.
I'm like, oh, well, here I go again.
Damn. So at that moment, were you like pretty depressed knowing you're going to do some good time or what was it like?
You know what? For the first few hours when I first got caught, I was in a daze, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then after that, it was like old home week, you know what I'm saying? Instinct kicked in. Like I say, I'd been to prison 5 times already.
Right.
So it was like, you know, I knew the drill. Okay, I done got caught. So let me see. Only thing I was wondering, like, dang, how much time are they going to give me out here for this?
Right.
How much time are they going to give me? So when they slapped me with that life sentence, I was like, well, now I know.
So you got life and then it eventually ended up turning to 23 years?
Yeah, it was 15 to life.
Okay.
You know, just like, you know, you do the 15, then you start going up for parole. So I ended up doing 23 and I finally made parole and got out.
Okay. Man, 23 years, that's a long time. Do you did you miss a lot of stuff during that time period? Like, how was that? I know you said you were kind of used to it at that point.
Yeah,
Was that your longest sentence too?
that was the longest I did. I had just finished doing 8 years, and it only been out 4 months,
Mm,
and went back and did the 23.
damn. So
So
like basically 31 years right there.
no, yeah. Then the other ones like 2 years, 3 years, a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? All that.
So it just basically kind of
I almost
got
got
worse.
40 years racked up.
Damn. And you're how old to this day?
58.
So 40 out of 58 years you spent locked up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How does like thinking back on that, how does that make you feel, and like how do you deal with that? Because that must be a
It
lot of
don't. It
stress.
don't. It don't fade me. Because one thing I'm not finna stress myself out about what's already done.
Right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I chose my life. I lived my life. I did what I did in my life. I did the time. It's behind me. That's gone.
Right.
Only thing I'm focused on now is what I'm doing from this point on.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So